For the latest on the Sergeant Bowe Bergdahl case, I'm joined now by Helene Cooper, diplomatic correspondent for the New York Times, who's just returned from traveling with Defense Secretary Hagel and has been reporting on the Bergdahl case, and David Rohde, investigative reporter for Reuters, who was himself held captive by the Pakistan Taliban for 7 months before escaping to freedom. David, first to you. You escaped only a few weeks before Bergdahl was taken, we believe, by the very same group. What can you tell us about the group and their M.O.?
Their MO is to grab people in Afghanistan and move them into Pakistan. They're known as the Haqqani Network, and the interesting thing about my case and the Bergdahl case is that the Haqqani Network is very close to Pakistan's military, and I've mentioned this in other interviews. A big question here that surprises me is why there isn't more scrutiny on Pakistan. Why didn't the Pakistani military find Bowe Bergdahl in the 5 years he was held in Pakistan? And since they have ties with this faction, the Haqqani Network, why didn't the Pakistani military pressure them to release Bergdahl? We have given Pakistan $18 billion in military aid since 2001.
And we see these latest incidents in Karachi, the Karachi airport, 2 days in a row under fire by Taliban elements there. I mean, there's been so much attention to, well, not enough, as many would say, to Afghanistan, but so little attention to our so-called allies in Pakistan and what they are or are not doing, as you point out. No information from them, I'm told, over the years, as David, you were just reporting as well, as to where Bergdahl might have been. No help with them in negotiating perhaps a better deal with the Taliban than the one we negotiated. John Boehner, the Speaker of the House, was at his news conference today, and he pushed back very hard against the contention from the administration that the reason for not briefing Congress doesn't have to approve this, but they are, under the law, supposed to be notified 30 days in advance of any release from Guantanamo. The reason for not briefing them was because of the potential for leaks. This is what Boehner had to say today.
6 months before Osama bin Laden was taken down, I was briefed on this. I was briefed multiple times over the course of the 6 months. I was given a heads up several days before this happened. And so this idea that they couldn't trust us to not leak things is just not true.
This is the pushback, not just, I should say, from Boehner and Republicans, but from Dianne Feinstein, David, from the head of the Senate Intelligence Committee, even though the administration has very fiercely fought back, saying that they did not brief prior to the bin Laden case. So there's a lot of confusion about this.
Yeah, I'm not clear who's, telling the truth about whether there were briefings before bin Laden, but my honest opinion is that the administration thought that if Congress found out about this, they would block this exchange, and that's why they moved this forward so rapidly. I think there were health concerns about Bergdahl, but I just think they thought Congress would block it, and that's why they went ahead on their own. They claim it was legal because of the signing statement the president added to the law about releasing prisoners from Guantanamo, but I think they thought Congress would obstruct it.